Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three victorious cactuses that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Regan Belladonna, Academy Wizard, played by Char.
Yum, yum. I love the desert and water and storing it in my trunk for later.
Beautiful. The bottom middle, we've got Blackjack. What are you, Guardian? Yeah. Played by Will.
Yeah, Guardian, duelist, something like that. Just a little short little cactus, little round thing that's just prickly all over, but big flower on top.
Oh, you're one of those little windowsill cactuses.
Yeah.
And in the bottom right, we have Felix Milos, Maestro Bard, played by Alex.
Just a regular old cactus hanging out in the middle of the desert, you know.
And today's episode is brought to you by the Tyrant, who is conveniently a blue dragon, as Will pointed out earlier before the stream. But let's see. So last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers defeated the Cinderlander. You had managed to encircle his camp with the help of the Shawanti, and took down the Red Mantis forces that were clearly getting ready to assail Flameford. You had managed to beat them to the punch. And in the aftermath of the fight, you finally got to have your meeting with the Sun Shaman, who gifted you all with divine boons. Not divine, sorry. Spiritual boons, rather. You've gained a couple of blessings here. You've gained the Soul Blessing, which is basically the next time you would die, you are instead refilled to max HP, but are stunned 3 for a round. And once that is used, that is gone forever. And then you had a choice between 2 boons, either a weapon boon or an armor boon. And I believe Regan and Felix both took the armor blessing, so they have gained 5 void resistance and plus 2 bonus to saving throws against death and void effects while they're assaulting Castle Scarwall. Should they choose to go there? Spoilers, they're going to go there probably eventually. And Blackjack took the weapon blessing, which allows his rapier to deal 2d4 persistent spirit damage to undead, and on critical hits causes them to be enfeebled and stupefied as long as they've got the persistent damage. So it's a modified version of the disrupting rune. And you also gain 2 level ups thanks to all of your respect points that you earned with the Shawanti. The ancestors were happy to provide you with plenty of juicy little EXP orbs, and you slurped them all up and gained 2 whole levels, putting you at 13. And I realize I forgot to update the overlay, but I'll do that next time. And yeah, I think that was oh right, of course, you learned about the important thing, the actual story event. You learned about the fangs of midnight, or teeth of midnight, midnight's teeth, the fangs of Cavazon. Cavazon.
This is why it's in my notes as 5 things.
Oh my god, I can't believe it's Kazavon.
Kazavon.
Kazavon. Now I'm panicking and double checking that it's but it's Kazavon.
We went to the dentist one time, it didn't go great, and this is why we're all here.
Yes, Kazavon. So you learned about the Midnight's Teeth, Fangs of Kazavon, Fangs of Kazavon, which were, in fact, the teeth of a great blue dragon. or a storm-crowned dragon if you prefer the remaster. But colloquially, they probably refer to them as blue dragons, you know? Known for their powers over electricity and their general cunning nature. You were told that this dragon, Kazavon, had been a ruler over a castle known as Scarwall to the northeast of the Cinderlands, between Ustalav and the hold of Belkzen. And roughly 700 years ago, that area was had been involved in a great war. The war had ended, and then the great Kazavon moved into the castle and started being a really bad guy. So a bunch of heroes teamed up with some guy named Mandravus, and they defeated the Great Dragon somehow, and tried to destroy its body, as it seemed to be trying to regenerate. But because they were unable to destroy all of the parts, they decided to take the remaining pieces of its skeleton and hide them away forever in secret locations that even the other members of the group would not know about. One of them, a Shawanti, who was a great ancestor of the Sun Shaman, was one of said guardians, caretakers. She had taken the fangs of Kazavon to what is now known as Korvosa, in order to seal them away at the Grand Masteva, the great pyramid that Castle Korvosa is built on top of. And this was somewhat unbeknownst to the Korvosans, who came and conquered the land later and chased the Shawanti out and killed all of the guardians that knew anything about it. So that information had been lost for some time until basically now you've helped them, or at least pointed them to recovering more of that info. But you now know that the queen, her new crown, her new pretty little golden crown, seems to be made of this dragon's teeth. And the Sun Shaman theorizes that perhaps this has given Kazavon some kind of ability to fuse with her soul. It's likely that there are two souls united in one body, and that is giving the queen immense powers beyond her capabilities. And that's not good. Upon thinking about it afterwards, you realized that you had seen some imagery of a blue dragon before in the paintings of one Salvatore Scream, the famous artist, and came to the conclusion that perhaps he was also influenced by Kazavon at some point, though in what ways and for how long is unclear. And that gave you some kind of tie-in to, you believe that Lowry Vaus, the friendly neighborhood Zon Kuthanite, is perhaps looking for these teeth, maybe? She's at least investigating something in relation to Kazavon, but exactly what, you're not sure. Yeah, I think that about covers it. So where we left you specifically was the next day, Wheel Day, Goswin the 23rd, 4708 AR. You had packed up all your things and were getting ready to leave Flameford under the escort of Eats What He Kills. So, I hand the floor over. What would you like to do?
Sleep. in real life, but not in game. No.
I think someone wanted to go buy some silver war paint before we got the heck out of Dodge.
Yes. I don't know if they sell that in Flameford. We were able to pick up some in the Callow Mountains, so we may want to swing by there along the way. And also say goodbye and thank you in person to Thousand Bones.
Here's the Sklarqua traders. This guy here. Sorry, not the one that I just moved over there.
Yeah.
I'll delete these other burn riders here. It's this one.
Not that one that looks
Yeah.
just like the other ones. It's
Not
this
this
one.
one.
It's that one. It's not
I
that
use the same icon for all of them. I can't remember if I put the silver in this one.
Yeah, not in this one, it looks like.
Yeah, okay. They sell red and orange here, which are the primary colors of war paint that the Sklarqua uses, but certainly you can let Eats What He Kills knows, and you can take a detour over to the Callow Mounds instead.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Kaer Maga by way of the Callow Mounds.
All right. Then off you go. So it's 3 p.m. this day, so you've got some time left. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can get to about 10 p.m. before... Oh my gosh, I just skipped a bunch of days.
Oh.
I think I said it was field day.
Oopsie.
Not what I meant. Okay. So you can go to about 10 p.m. Basically getting just across the river near where you took out Hokrim the Ash Giant. And hunker down for the evening. Eats What He Kills and the Burn Riders that are with you are still a bit buzzed on the excitement of the recent fight, and are horsing around and telling stories of battles still. But otherwise, this night can go somewhat unaccosted, I suppose. No creatures are going to mess with a gaggle of burn riders and this massive party. Since you guys left late, I'm going to say you don't really have time to read or do any kind of evening activities that day. But you wake up the next day on Oath Day, bright and early, and head towards the Callow Mounds. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can get there in... because you've got Eats What He Kills, I'll say you get there in 8 hours.
Nice.
3, 4...
Right faster trying to get away from his constant talking.
Yeah, you're able to make it to the Callow Mountains, where the Burn Riders share their stories with the various members of the Skonequa, right? Which is a bit of a change from the last time you were here. The last time you saw the Burn Riders interact with the Skonequa, they were fairly standoffish. But you seem to have caused a bit of excitement in the air, and they're a bit happier to engage their fellow Shawanti. The traders are here at the top if you wanted to buy anything.
Yes.
Thousand Bones himself would greet you and ask you if the meeting with the Sun Shaman was successful.
Yes.
Learned a whole bunch about the history of how the pieces of Kazavon were
Kazavon.
torn up. Kazavon. What am I saying?
Kazavin.
No,
Kazavon?
you're saying
Yeah,
yes. Just say Kazavon. Kazavon.
Kazavon. How the pieces of Kazavon came to be broken up and one the teeth stored in the Great Mastaba. I think our challenge next is figuring out where that, like, how we can gain some kind of power over it. Because as it stands, we're sort of empty on what we can do about it now that we have all this knowledge.
You mentioned a song that one of the spirits sang. Perhaps that has some hidden meaning to it. How did the lyrics go again? And I will re-show you all the lyrics so that you have them. They're in the journals tab, should you forget. Fate of steel, Sarithtiel, her cage for years sustained, four enthralled and lost Scarwall, undead to keep her chained. Spirit first, red war his thirst, still stands at post of old. The second foe, infernal soul, waits high in tower cold. In kennel's grime, third bides his time, then vents his killing breath. And on a stone, mid ash and bone, the final dreams of death. The spirits worn and battle torn, and locked in their damnation, the chained one's hold at last grows old, and ushers in salvation. Yet hope remains amid the chains, when Blade's stone cage has crumbled, friends to dread and death of dead, keys to Kazavon humbled.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with you in that this is making references to stuff that I don't know that Felix knows, but I don't know. Would it be a society check?
Which things?
Well, I mean, it seems to tell a story about defeating Kazavon and then, like, there being some kind of hope that remains amidst the chains to kind of, like, keep him bound, but I'm not connecting that to how that kind of helps us to know what our next steps are. That's where I'm still picking things apart.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to ask about a specific thing, you can ask about it.
What is Sarithtiel?
Okay. That would be a society check.
Right. Give me my society check. Where'd it go? There it is. Wee. Give me that proper noun.
Did I have you know anything about... Do you remember what I told you specifically, Regan, about the story that she might have known?
I don't know if you said anything about this story. I think
Okay.
it was mostly about Scarwall itself and it
I
being
see,
really
okay.
haunted.
Yeah, you've read about magic stuff, and you probably know some general history of the area. Mandravis, the warrior who defeated Kazavon, was known to have a sword named Sarithtiel.
It's a sword.
So, Fate of Steel, Sarithtiel probably means the fate of this sword.
I know where the poke is. There it is. I was trying to write it down because I can't spell this. Alright,
Seriththial.
Yeah.
Serithial.
Well, she will definitely share.
Sounds like an
oh,
elven name.
It sure does. I didn't want to judge it, but it does sound like that. Yeah, Regan will share oh, this is about his sword.
Oh. And then the four things it describes would be about
Looks like the undead. So it says
the ways that the sword is chained, stored, prevented from leaving.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Because it sounds like it's for enthralled undead, a spirit, an infernal soul, a third guy in the kennels, and then someone else. Wait. Spirit first, second, in the tower, in the kennel, and then there was one on a throne. Ash, and on a stone mid ash and bone. Yeah, the final dream of death. All right. So I think there's 4 undead things.
Makes sense. Like, they're probably all aligned to something. If I would think of an infernal soul as like a devil. Each of these are probably their own kind of puzzle.
Yes. That would be my guess. If it's hints about that. Maybe we need his sword.
And that was part of the story, right? Is that it took 4 adventures with like powerful magical items to ultimately kill this creature the first time.
It was a small group.
So one of these tools, this sword, could help us defeat a component of Kazavan again.
Maybe. That's what I would guess.
That sounds reasonable to me. Then, judging by the song, it likely lies, or at least its keys lie, somewhere within Scarwall with these 4 enthralled.
These 4 and whatever else is there happy to kill us. Scarwald seems unpleasant if this is what's hiding inside of it.
It's very haunted.
Unpleasant is putting it mildly. It is a place of great taboo for we Shawanti, for the Ustalavians up north, and even the orcs no longer go there.
Ooh. Thank goodness. That's where we have to go.
Yeah, no risk at all.
Yeah, that's not frightening or scary.
We'll have to plan well before we head to such a place and gather supplies for what will undoubtedly be a crazy adventure.
Well, if you should ever have need of me, I'm always here at the Callow Mounds. And I will be glad to assist in any way that I or my people are able. Is the buying and selling done?
Yeah, does anyone want to loan me 900 gold? And by loan, I mean you're never getting it
Yes.
back.
Yes. 900 gold.
Yeah, I just want the Staff of the Dead Greater.
How does this work?
How's it? Just buy it and give it? probably
Oh, maybe
easy.
I'll just do it that way. That sounds a lot easier.
Yeah, because I have like no money.
Was it Staff of the...
The dead greater.
As a
Greater.
nice
Okay.
staff.
I would like to combine it with my current staff.
Oh yeah, your fishbone staff currently doesn't have any staff that it's
Yeah,
combined
it's
with, right? Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't have much of anything on it, and I want it to be better.
Okay, requesting a trade.
Oh yes. Aha!
I've
There it
received
is.
the thing.
Thank you, thank
You are welcome. I sold a couple of weapons for some of the scimitars that we got off the Red Mantis, and that was a lot more money than I was expecting. So I'm like, yes.
Oh, wow.
Please share some of that.
And now all of the Shawanti are outfitted with sawtooth sabers.
you. Wow.
Just learning how to practice how these things work.
Yes, you sold off some 6 sawtooth sabers, a totem spear, some of the mantis shells, some Aurochs hide armor that you bought, or maybe found, and
I think we found that.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. And then you bought a couple of war paints. Felix stole the staff of fire, and you bought the staff of dead greater. Felix is dropping off some carnelians, converting them into hard money.
I'm willing to sell off more, but I don't know how much gold they have on them. I don't want to crash the local economy.
I
And he's expensive.
mean, if you're going to Kaer Maga, you can certainly offload the rest there.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
plan.
But I mean, they'll take gems pretty directly.
I'll sell off enough to essentially equal out my purchases, as I also got some life salt before I left the area. I got the idea that I think it's probably easier to get here than in Kaer Maga.
Oh yes, life salt. What does that do? You activate the vial by throwing it. Wait, sorry, is that what it is?
Yeah, I read it as basically
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like a it's a better like thing of holy water to throw when you want to, if you wanted to hurt undead.
Okay. Well, with your various purchasing and selling done, you head on over to the guest tent and spend the night. Though you can get 4 hours of downtime should you want to use it.
Read a book.
Yeah, we got book readings. We might as well do some readings.
Apparently, I have unusual gloves. I don't remember what these are.
Well, that's unusual.
It's unusual. I don't
Where's
consider my
my
gloves.
sheet?
I have put it in the chat as well.
Let's see. Skill checks. Here you go. You can try to identify it with any of the magical traditions.
Here we go. Question mark.
These are gloves these are red carapace gloves that you picked up off of one of the red mantis. And they are an item called the Mantis Embrace.
Oh boy.
Put this in.
Feel of Mantis?
+2 to athletics to grapple or shove.
Yes, they are bonus to athletics checks to grapple or shove, and they give you the Crushing Embrace action once per hour. When you're grappling someone, you can choke them out.
That's terrifying.
I need that for Mayhem. Can I have Mayhem?
Do you
please?
want these gloves?
I would love those for Mayhem, please.
I have
Sorry,
no
what does
need
it do? While you're grappling someone with a melee weapon or unarmed attack, you strike them, and you deal extra damage. So it's like a finishing blow kind of weapon.
Yeah, and it gains the death trait. This is terrifying.
Yes, if it kills you, it super kills you in such a way that you can't even talk to the corpse after death.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Just super dead.
Woo.
Yep.
Also, we need Felix to learn talking core.
Mayhem's new aesthetic is going to be like we're gonna take all of this mantis gear and take all the mantis aesthetic off of it, but keep the red part. So if it's still gonna be red, lots of red in Mayhem's outfit.
Well, I mean, you could certainly get it repainted or dyed or textured at some kind of specialty armor vendor, or if you got some crafting materials yourself for the party, that can definitely be done. Oh, yeah.
Crafting.
If a creature's slain by crushing embrace, it's so gruesomely damaged that their body cannot be affected by any effect that requires the attacked body to function. That includes things like reincarnation, I think.
I think resurrection. But yeah, lower levels of resurrection are like the full body.
Oh, right. Reincarnation doesn't actually need you to have the body, but resurrection does.
Right.
Right, yeah, the point is that you're putting it in a new body and reincarnate.
The Mantis just hand this out like everyday wear.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a lot of these. You only have one, so clearly not.
Yeah, only one really important person got this. Yeah. And we have to learn talking corpse at some point. I can't. I need a wand of it, though, I think, eventually. Because I can trick it. It shouldn't
be an uncommon divine occult spell.
I get why it's divine occult, but just give it one more. Just give it one more. Just give it arcana. Why not? Wizards can do weird shit.
Maybe I'll go look for a wand of it, but I already want a lot of other wands, and it's going to be expensive.
Maybe I'll eventually sniff out a wand of it.
We'll see.
Oh god, I have to read about stabs.
Alright, everybody got their stuff together?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
As part of leveling up, Blackjack has picked up multilingual and picked up Jotun as one of the learned languages.
Ah, okay.
So is able to just read this finally, as it's rudimentary enough, and he's picked up enough of the rudiment for it to make sense. Finally.
All right. Then in the morning, once again, you're up bright and early, packed and ready to go. 1,000 bones and 1 life, and the Bone Slayers see you off as you again ride out towards Kaer Maga. Assuming that's what you want to do.
Yes.
I'll call that. 1, 2, 3, 4,
all right, it's over there.
6, 7, 8. You get most of the way to Kaer Maga today. You're kind of just across the river and a few hours. What is that? That's 16 miles total. But you're almost there. You're almost there. You have another evening of 4 hours of downtime, should you wish. For a long day's ride.
More reading. More exciting reading.
I did forget to ask about this. Is there any reason to have the Mortal Chronicle tattoo other than it's fun to know when and how you died?
Oh yeah, this is the one that like keeps track of your deaths?
Yes.
Oh, of your like entire life journey, or just the death?
Just the deaths. It bears your name or nickname. If you die, the date and cause of your death appears on the tattoo. The cause is literal and inexact, failing to identify specifics. It could read beheaded or immolated, but not beheaded by Amiri or murdered with fire. If you're raised from the dead, a mark on the tattoo indicates the date you reversed your death. The tattoo then expands enough to list your next death when it comes. Is that just like for fun? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
What a fun tattoo.
It's relatively common amongst... was it in the Sconquaw traders? Is that why this came up? Yeah. It's one of the sorts of things that you might get if you are a Sklarquaw warrior. Sconquaw, fuck. But even
does
the
it work in
Sklarquaw
reverse? If we gave it to Mayhem, would it all appear? No.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Part of it would be to mark the ones that you've already had.
Okay. That's cute. I was just curious.
Yeah, I think it's purely for funsies.
For fun. It is very cheap, so it doesn't seem like it does much. Alright, cool.
Late that evening, as you're doing your readings and such and so forth, Regan, you get a mental message. Hey Riggs, how's it going? I was wondering if you guys had any success lately. I've just about wrapped up my investigation here in Kaer Maga and love to catch up sometime. Let me know where you guys are at. Okay, thanks, bye.
It just cuts off. Oh, well, good news. We're heading back to Kaer Maga right now. We'll be there tomorrow. If you're there, maybe we can meet up and talk to each other and ask each other what we've been up to. Doesn't that sound fun? Woo!
Is that what you send?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo! Including the woo.
Some moments pass and you get another sending. Oh, wow, you're already that close? That's great news. Come meet me at the Sorry, now I forget the name of. She says the name of an inn. I don't have it on me because I forgot what it was.
That's fine.
But she says the name of the inn in the city. Just keep your head down, maybe. Things are getting a little crazy.
Regan just tries. Okay, lol. Smiley face.
Lol.
Okay, lol. Smiley face. And then she'll go and talk to the other two about it. Be like, oh, you wouldn't believe who just sent me a message. And she's going to be at this inn when we get there. If you all want to meet up and grill her over whatever the heck we've just found out.
We probably should,
Yeah, we should. It's gonna always, like, a conversation with Laurie always seems like we're talking just past one another, but maybe we'll have better success this time.
She is a tricky one. I feel like she gets the most out of our conversations.
No, truly. And like, I'm trying to figure out, what do we want to know from her? Because, like, so she's mixed up in all of this bullshit with a blue dragon. What does that? How can we find a way to benefit from the conversation, as she has so many times in the past?
I don't know. He's the interrogator, and she points. to Blackjack.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what we think we're going to get out of her to begin with. Do we think that Kazavon is working with the Zon-Kuthon people in Nadal, or with Nadal at all? Are they hunting for these remnants because they want to destroy them? Seems unlikely.
Yeah, that in a nutshell, I think, is a great thing to try to get out. Is what is the interest that the followers of Zon-Kuthon and specifically Lori have in Kazavon? Like,
yeah,
is it think he's awesome and wants to like help the rejoining of all the components? Do they want to see him destroyed? Are they just fans? I don't know.
Yeah, are we working towards the same goal or the opposite goal? That's what I want to know.
Does she have a goal?
Oh, she has a goal. I'm very sure of that. Just don't think it's the same as ours.
Well, what if it was? Or even a little bit. Like halfway.
What does halfway sound like to you?
So, like, we have the same goal until a point, and then we have a different goal. But until that point, it's very hopeful
Right.
to have someone with the same goal.
Have we passed that point already?
No idea. I need to know. That's what I need to know.
We could also just not meet her. We're too busy. We don't have time.
Oh, but I RSVP'd. I already said, okay, lol, smiley face. I can't say no
face?
now. I can't say
What does that
Dad
even
doesn't
mean?
want me to go out. He's so lame. He says you're bad news. Dad, me and my
Only true,
goth
though.
friends, it's not a phase.
This is a pretty airtight argument.
I don't think this is an argument. I think I'm just being
not,
made fun
yeah.
of at this point.
No, it's like, I already said I'd go, and I can't do another sending. Is this a lie? Yeah, I can't do another sending today.
Where are we supposed to meet her?
At the Beep Inn.
The Canary
Okay.
House.
The Canary House.
The Canary House. Okay.
Oh, she also said things are getting dicey in the city, so to keep our heads down. I don't know what that means either.
In Kaer Maga, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I wonder
Interesting.
why.
I don't know. I have no idea what the politics of Kaer Maga are on an ongoing basis.
Try and get our business done and see Laurie and get out of there.
All right. We're gonna go to Kaer Maga now, and I guess meet up with Laurie.
All right.
I sleep soundly.
Yeah, so you sleep soundly. In the morning, eats what he kills, leads you to the river crossing, along with his burn riders, and kind of halts there. Well, I guess this is where we part ways.
Oh, we'll miss you.
Oh, we'll come
Thank
back to
you.
visit
It's a
sometime
hug.
soon, I'm sure.
Of course,
Uh,
big group hug.
Yeah.
Come on, group hug.
Fine,
Loud
fine.
purring and
Who's in our last?
You're my Nalrest, true.
Yay!
I'll make sure you come back sometime and let me know if you ever need another hand to beat
Of
up some
course.
more those mantis guys. But
Oh, jeez. authorities. Hopefully they are done coming out here for you all. So we'll probably be taking their interest back with us.
I think they've learned their lesson. And if not, I guess we could put a few more of their little helmets on pikes. But anyway, I'll let you guys go on from here. Good luck out there.
Thanks.
Have fun with your queen. It says riding off.
I think that was. He's so awkward.
He's not. He's nice. I knew that deep down inside he loved all of us, and that's why he kept following us around.
Biggest fan.
All right. Well, after making the river crossing, which is it's like a pretty big bridge, you proceed down the road to the south. It took you about 4 hours, but you have made it to the outskirts of Kaer Maga, just outside the wall. Let me bring up Kaer Maga again. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Let's activate that scene. Yeah, you arrive at the northwest side of town, at the gap, the big broken spot in the hexagonal wall of Kaer Maga, and you can see, I mean, from a ways away, you can see that there's smoke rising up from Kaer Maga. As you get closer to the gap, you can hear sounds of combat, smoke, shouting, clanging of swords. As you get closer up the road, you see that there is just open fighting in the streets. There are what look like maybe like ragtag bunches of common folk, not wearing anything particularly fancy, but they've got like swords and rapiers, and they are fighting with like what seem like thugs, big brutish guys of various different sizes, some of them like orcs or half orcs, most of them human, seemingly Chelish, a lot of them. There's a lot of shouting. Someone throws an alchemist's fire and it explodes on a stack of crates, lighting it aflame. Is that an alert?
Yeah, just got a photo alert.
Yeah, but none of them are paying attention to you. At least, not yet.
From context clues, is this a force trying to invade the city, or can we infer anything about what is going on here?
There don't seem to be any. If you were expecting for a force invading, you would expect like one side to be perhaps on the outside wall of the city, kind of moving inwards. Yeah. This looks like people fighting across both sides of the gap. So these look like they're probably locals.
So these are like factions within the city at war with each other.
Yes. Most likely. But none of them are really uniformed. The kind of brutish ones are wearing perhaps nicer clothing overall. But otherwise, yeah, it looks almost like two militias going at it. Dude, that's not...
Is it possible to sort of skirt the outside of combat and make our way into town on, I think it was if I remember correctly, we spent most of our time on the south side of the gap. As that's where the majority of commerce takes place.
Where did the canary go? It's on here somewhere.
Get the canary house here.
Where are you?
I'm.
There you go. Yes, there's the canary house.
Yeah.
Yes, the canary house is kind of on the central east side of the city, southeast of the Temple of Calistria.
Yeah, from the gap in the wall, I think we have to go south and then go east and go that way.
Well, I think we have to go in the ring thing.
We go
in
yes, there's two rings around the city. There's this kind of outer ring, and then there's an inner ring. You'll kind of need to go.
We're in the inner ring.
Yeah.
North.
If you go straight through the gap, or straight-ish through the gap, you can get into the inner ring and then go in either direction around it.
You can also go like down this way and kind of scoot up.
As I didn't see. Which one's your?
I'm
there we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Go south. Along the south section of the gap, and kind of come around from the south side. Yep.
Yeah. Or the north, I guess.
Yeah, the north looks like it's the same situation.
Yeah, whichever way you would like. If you're trying to stealth, then it would be all stealth checks. If you're taking any other kind of strategy, you can pick your strategy. Let me know how you're trying to evade these forces, and I'll give you a skill check for it.
Just consider my options real quick here.
Same.
You can use abilities as well, or spells, or anything you want. Let me give you some more examples. So yeah, you can use stealth to just try to sneak by. You could use diplomacy to try to make it clear that you're not on any side. Could use intimidation to just try to scare people away from you. You could do like attack rolls or like a combat spell to just fight your way through. Many an option.
Something else, I would think I would try and take the diplomatic approach and try and convince folks that we're not involved in this on either side. We're just trying to make our way through.
And I would be the intimidating backup if they don't agree with what he says.
I think, depending on how long it is, 10 minutes of not attacking anyone will give me invisibility.
Okay.
That was said very weird, but yeah. 10 minutes of not attacking anyone will give me invisibility. Well, we all know what it means.
Yes, as long as you don't attack anyone for 10 minutes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Regan, give me a stealth check with like a +4 and use up a cast of invisibility. Felix, give me a diplomacy check, and Blackjack, give me an intimidation check.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, that's a 32, which is a success. Yes, that's a success. Sorry, that's a diplomacy check. So, Felix, you, as you guys are slipping through, which way are you going? The north or south?
South. I think we said south.
Okay. As a group, you try to slip through the buildings to the south. You do come across a group of armed fighters. They seem to have these look like the more common folk types. They're wearing like colorful dyed bandanas like around their arms, or like around their like biceps. And when they see you, they immediately try to like strike at you. But you you hold up your hands and calm them down. When they realize that you're not a threat, you're none of those slaver types. We have no qualms with you. Go. And then they'll run off as a group. Blackjack, as you're going further, a group of a group of big toughs is marching your way, and you growl at them big good with a 42. That's a crit success. They run off screaming, and they're so scared that other groups of people flee the path. And that leaves Regan with a stealth check. Nobody notices you. You and Trinia and Shields are all able to keep pretty quiet and off to the side. And managed to successfully sneak around. I guess you're at here. So you've made your way through the gap area. You went south along a little stream, and then east towards the Duskwarden Guild House, or past the Duskwarden Guild House. I guess the Guild House is actually over here. So you've reached the inner wall. You could try to go over the wall, or you could try to go around. What would you guys like to do?
What I like? Anything cool.
Does it seem like things are quieter in the inner half of the wall? From what we can tell.
That appears to be where a lot of the smoke is.
Ooh.
See, the opposite. Cool.
You hear an explosion.
Oh boy. What do you think is going on in there? Slavers, they said?
Yeah.
It's probably just that this is a shitty city and it probably erupts into violence all the time. Because there are no laws here.
Regan, you're a smart kid.
Maybe the people got sick of the
know
slavers. No. They got sick of them. Mm-hmm.
I have no reason to think otherwise, so.
I certainly have no other reason to think deeper about this topic.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
A mother and her 2 children come running like through your party. She's like escorting the children away.
Do I think that this could be my fault?
Do you think that this could be your fault?
No. No. Whatever I did wasn't this. It wouldn't have done this.
Oh no.
I am certainly real curious what could have done this, but it doesn't feel like the moment to stop and ask people on the side of the road.
It's a horrible city.
So this feels like we should just leave, unless there was something we desperately needed here.
We desperately need information.
We did want to meet with Lori, and we did have some shopping to do. So those were the 2 things we wanted to do. The second thing seems harder to achieve.
And all of it,
shop for free now.
The Canary House is where we're meeting her, and I think that's in the inner ring, which is where all of the fire is.
Oh, should we go all the way down, around, and then go in the other side so we're not just going through the smoke?
That's what I was going to suggest, yes, is that like the smoke seems to be, if I can, like Jason, is the smoke mostly coming from the flesh block and maybe not so much from parts of
it's hard to see. It's hard to see past that, but yes, the smoke does look like it's coming from the closer side of the inner hexagon, the western side.
Yeah, I think we'll take a further southern path and stay on the outside of the wall and continue to go down and around.
Okay. Yeah,
away from the fighting.
Make your way to the south. The fighting is much less frantic on this side of the city. As you head south, you see outside of Quaramax Curatives, there's a person waving, "Potions! Get your potions!" They seem to be open for business.
That's good.
You pass into the south side of the city, and things are relatively calm over here. Some people look a little bit worried, but there's some people just milling about. You hear another explosion on the north side of the wall. There's some screaming, but it's up there and not down here. You continue across a few little bridges of the rivers that run through the town. Make your way past the Thoracic Spire, where in the plaza outside you see a few bloat mages practicing some spells.
Yeah, not gonna mess with them again. I'm trying to figure out where the next little bridge is on the map. Forgive me. I think it's over here.
Yeah, and you cross through more of the shopping district to the south here. Make your way past the Bank of Abadar. Things all seem to be open. If it weren't for the smoke on the other side of the city, everything seems pretty chill here. You pass another market street. Everything looks open. You find a gate that leads through into the inner ring. And around the corner, you find the Canary House.
Great.
And yes, this part of the inner ring is perfectly fine. There's no smoke or fire here at all on the eastern side.
Oh, cool.
Somewhat reassuring for the moment.
Hopefully we can find Laurie and maybe learn about a little bit of what's happening in this city.
Oh, you approach the inn, and it's a nice looking inn. It's got like fine dark wood siding around the building. There are etchings and murals of songbirds on the exterior walls. And you can smell a nice, flavorful aroma of some kind of meat cooking in the kitchens that's wafting its way out the front door. And it would be nicer if there wasn't also the scent of smoke in the air, but it is something.
Imagine it's nice to smell after weeks on camping in the desert.
True. Yeah. You've already had the scent of burning embers and sulfur for some time, so this is practically fresh air. As you step in, again, you can see very, very nice place. There are, again, beautiful murals, very colorful, like rainbow murals of all sorts of different rare songbirds. Like birds that you've never seen before, maybe from another country or something. There are cages up above where there are like beautiful men and women dancing in golden attire. As you enter, there's what look like various merchants sitting around the tables chatting. Some of them stop to look at you as you enter. A few give you like some nasty sneers. But let's see, what yeah, like a brown-skinned male, dark black hair, with it's done up into a bun, and you can see the ends of the bun are the hair strands are all like a variety of different colors. Like perhaps their hair is like actually quite long and multi-strand, various like clumps of strands are dyed different colors. But they smile and wave to you. Welcome to the Canary, my friends. I'm Alea Khan, and this is my place. So you're going to be staying for the night or the week?
I think you're welcome. I think we're just here to meet a friend for the afternoon and maybe a bite to eat.
I see. Will you be having our prefix menu?
Sounds wonderful. What is on the prefix menu for the day?
I will need to check with the chef. But if you want to have your seats, and he'll bring you up to an empty table. There are nice velvet seats around it. As you sit, they are some of the softest seats you've ever sat in your life. And the proprietor will go fetch the chef for you. After a moment,
feels rather fancy.
The chef comes by. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say this is probably an environment Felix has walked into before, and like the hits and bits and pieces of nobility are very, very apparent. And I don't know how everyone else reacts, but like Felix sort of puts on his manners and knows that this is as much a dance as anything else, and like maintaining appearances is sort of the name of the game here.
Shields looks fairly shocked. She's never been in a place like this. And Trinia seems to be in awe of the architecture. And her eyes are like glued to the murals on the walls. But after a moment, the chef comes by and explains today's prefix is a 4-course meal, starting with a soup and salad. It's like some kind of clam-based soup with a fine mixed green salad and some kind of Garundi dressing. The next course is some fine roti type bread with a variety of special chutneys that they make in-house. The third course, you can pick between tuna or chicken. Or they do offer a vegan option, which would be some kind of what would it be? Probably a mushroom-based dish, with various sides, but you can't choose sides. Like seasonal vegetables, but each one has like a nice sauce that you've probably never heard of, and then. I say 4 courses. Dessert is a many-colored spice cake. It's got layers of very interesting sounding spices. It's kind of cinnamony, nutmeggy, maybe a bit more of like a fall cake, but it sounds nice. He does not tell you the price of this meal.
Of course not. That would be gauche.
That's how you know you're not supposed to be somewhere when they won't tell you the price.
You're muted,
So
Blackjack.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
so uncomfortable.
From the context clues, can I put together what's probably going to be for all of us to have this meal, without asking, of course?
This is probably. What do I think this is? It's Kaer Maga, so it's probably 100 gold per person.
Who suggested this place?
Where is
Lowry
Lowry?
did?
She should
And
pay.
who's paying for Lowry's dinner? Is she paying for herself?
She's not at the table right now.
Did she just pull a trick on us, or is this the suffering that we're supposed to get from that she wants to visit upon us?
You know,
In her God's name.
there's always money in the script shop. We can have one nice meal, even if she turns out she's sent us up the river.
I'm trying to think of a meal that would cost like 100 times someone's monthly salary.
Go to the French Laundry.
Is that
I know-
100 times? I don't know their prices, so I this is a legitimate question. Well,
I'm
I
sure
have to
they
do math.
exist. I've never had to deal with them. Sure, if you're paying for it, fine.
Times 100. That'd be a $250,000 meal per person.
Oh yes, this does include drinks, but I mean.
Oh boy.
It's fucking better.
Free drinks. Free cheese.
There's like a wine with each course that they've got a special pairing.
Of course.
Of course. We'd love the prefix menu, but we'll start with just a glass of wine. We're waiting for a friend to join us.
Very well then. I will get started. And the chef heads to the back room.
We're gonna dine and dash.
A waiter
was
comes
just
in and
thinking
brings
that.
you some water.
We're never coming back to this town. So
I mean,
mean-
depends on what we learn in the next conversations.
Why would we never come back to this town, Regan?
It's gross here.
It does
They
seem a
love
little bit exploding
slavery.
right now.
They
does seem.
They love it. They're fighting each other. They're charging us 100 times someone's salary for a meal. None of these people are anyone I want to see ever again.
Fair enough.
Listening to the conversation taking place around us, can we put together some what can we like eavesdrop our way into hearing about people chatting about in here?
Sure. Give me a perception check. So over here.
Like
32. No, that's pretty good. You overhear the table next to you. You can kind of gauge from their conversation. They're definitely merchants passing through Kaer Maga. One of them mentioned something about Magnamar, so you're guessing they're either from Magnamar or they came from. Well, they've got a like a maybe slightly Varisian accent, so they're probably local. But yeah, you overhear bits and pieces of their conversation, and they're talking about how this This whole mess with the freemen is going to be costing us lots of business. Yes, well, I can't blame them. When you have an opportunity, you have to take it. That's what I always say to, in my business, at least. And they go on like this for a bit. It sounds like something. It sounds like a major slave dealer in the city has recently suddenly died, leaving a big power vacuum. And providing a nice little opportunity for the local freedom fighters to kick things into gear. A lot of the merchants in the city who benefit the most from the slave trade existing have been trying to organize mercenary groups and their own personal guards to fight back against the freemen, but they are currently losing pretty badly, as there are just significantly more. The city actually has a large number of recently freed slaves. You actually overhear as part of this conversation that the freemen were actually almost the primary buyers of the slaves here in Kaer Maga, because they previously found that the easiest way to set slaves free was to just buy them rather than try to fight against the locals. They definitely did do some skirmishes here and there to try and set free larger groups of slaves, but they would often just have to, especially for very dire cases, they would often resort to pooling together money to just buy slaves outright and then set them free. And many of those slaves would then join up with the freemen, and the cycle continues. But something has broken that cycle recently, and yes, that is the death of the owner of the flesh block.
Do I catch their name?
Yes, it is the name that Regan has that I have forgotten.
Cyril Eves. How could you forget?
There we go. Thank you. Cyril Eves.
But she doesn't say that.
Yes, Regan doesn't say that, but they mention the name Cyril, Mr. Eves. You can probably put it together. He was as the owner of the flesh block, he had the largest stake in the industry here. His death, within the last week or so, caused a little bit of infighting between his lieutenants. While they were squabbling, a bunch of slaves got set free, and it's just been non-stop fighting since then.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is interesting how actions can have consequences.
I know. What a bad guy. It's not really a shame that he's dead, huh?
No.
I don't think so.
Can't really disagree with you.
It's so unfortunate it happened while we were not here.
That's right, Regan. We definitely had an alibi. What are we saying?
I mean, I did. I was pretty mad when I left, but it's just so convenient he's dead now, because now I have to do so much less. I don't have to go yell at him.
You may have to do less, but can you send Lori a message to let her know we're here?
Yeah, that would be a really cool idea if I'd done any spell preparation at all this morning.
Regan, do you have something to do with this person dying?
Oh,
Regan,
you mean
did you have something to do with this person dying?
No, He died while we weren't here.
Insight.
At that moment, the waiter appears. You can roll perception.
Excuse me.
Weren't even here. Do I think that Nightmare could kill someone? This is actually important.
Yes, you think that
Okay.
Nightmare could kill someone, yes.
Because as a player, I did not know Nightmare could kill someone.
If they are drained enough, yeah, it could kill them.
He was old.
Um,
So old. You guys didn't see how old
as
he
those
was.
two different perception checks. Regan, let's see what your DC is for deception. Okay.
I'm not very deceptive.
Felix, yeah, you definitely get the sense that Regan's hiding something about her involvement here. Blackjack, you're not sure? You can't quite read her?
I guess they didn't hear when I asked Lowry to go mess with his story either.
I think you never actually asked. You considered it. I had to go double check. I think you considered it. You talked about it for a bit and sort of joked about it, and then I think you never actually said that to Lowry.
Oh, boo. Because I was like, I thought I did. I have to double check now.
I went back and listened to the episode today because I figured this might come up.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Because in my head, I had written that as I totally did. But that's okay. I might have been joking. Haha.
But in any case, while Felix and Blackjack are squinting at you, the waiter returns. He had already dropped off some waters, and looks like he was maybe going to come back for bring you appetizers. The chef informs me that you will be sitting in the private room. Come, follow me.
Oh, the private room.
Really? We'll follow him.
You get up. He'll lead you over outside of the main dining room into a large kind of side banquet room, where sitting at the table, where is she? Is Lowry.
Oh, she's here. There she is.
Hello, friends.
Sorry, it's nice to see you again.
As you take your seats, the waiter puts down a new set of waters, and then comes back a few moments later after you're doing some talking to bring out the appetizers. I heard that you were down here in the food hall and figured we should probably move to a privater space if we wanted to have a nice little conversation.
That's a good idea.
Good for thinking ahead. What brings you to this half of the city? This is certainly an ostentatious way to spend an afternoon.
Well, I didn't want to spend the money, but CL said it was a nice place, and well, I mean, I guess it is. And it's a little bit safer than what's going on the east side, or west side, sorry.
What's the name she mentioned?
She said it quickly, but Sial.
Sial.
Sial. Sial.
Sial.
Definitely a bit safer. We had to walk our way through that getting into Kaer Maga. Do you know what all kicked it off?
Oh, that sounds like some kind of slaver guy died in his sleep.
You don't say. Looking directly at Regan.
Well, that's unfortunate. That was so peaceful.
Well, it's not peaceful anymore. I hear they actually, the slaves, took his body apart, piece by piece, and fed it to the dogs. It's quite brutal, actually.
Oh, no. It couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Oh, did you know him?
I met him last time I was here. I think.
Do you think it hurt?
To be ripped apart and fed to dogs? Well, if he died in his sleep, no, because he was dead.
True.
Yes, he would have been dead by then.
So unfortunately, no, it didn't hurt him at all.
That sucks. I mean, if
I
it happened to
know.
me, I feel like I'd want to be alive for it, you know? Like,
Maybe.
awake to, like, savor that feeling.
That's a special thing for you.
Oh, sorry, anyway, so, yeah, how did you said you were in the Cinderlands? What? Wow, that's wild. What brought you all the way up there?
We were doing a little bit of research going into the history of Korvosa and the peoples who've lived there over the many years. For example,
fun, like a little field trip.
Oh yeah. Like we got to talk to a whole bunch of people and learn a little bit of the history of the area. Did a bunch of adventuring through the desert. Got to hold some very heavy clay sticks upright for like 3 days.
Oh, wow. You know, I always wanted to try going to the Cinderlands, but when I mentioned it, Tiala said we probably shouldn't go unless we had a guide, and turns out the only good guide was already pre-booked or something.
Oh boy.
Yes, definitely was pre-booked and is no longer available, from my understanding. So,
Oh, shucks. Well, I guess it's not like we have much time for that anyway. It's probably not anything for us up in the Cinderlands.
Who is Sial? We haven't met your friend.
Oh, he's a member of the... a member of, my church. He's a good friend of mine. Well, he's a friend. Acquaintance? We work more like coworkers, I guess.
Just interesting he's never around.
Oh, yeah, he's been spending most of his time investigating here in Kaer Maga, and I came up here to meet up with him, share information, so on and so forth. He's here if you want to meet with him.
Maybe, but I'm kind of more interested in what were you all trying to learn up here to begin with? Like, it's pretty much a desert further north, so like information is thin. I'm wondering what drew you up here.
Oh, you know, chasing down leads, finding information, and investigating people, that sort of stuff. I mean, we were after Andyson, but you dealt with that for us, so, you know, just looking into other criminal cases, that sort of thing.
Did you have any luck?
A little bit. We got a couple leads, but I'm not looking forward to following those up.
Oh, why?
It just seems like it might be a bit of a pain. Though I do like pain. So maybe it'd be fine, actually. She shrugs.
Ooh, emotional pain versus...
One of the loose ends we wanted to sort of maybe wrap up a little bit is what ended up happening to all those paintings that we ended up giving you? Did they actually like turn into anything useful?
Oh yeah, actually, they were pretty good leads. I mean, it was wild that there was so much information to glean from them, but that's actually a big part of what's kind of figured out our next steps, I think.
What all did you manage to learn? I have to admit that, like, aside from being beautiful works of art, they didn't mean much to us initially.
Oh, it's mostly just religious stuff. I don't want to bore you with the details.
Oh, please. It's, if anything, our trip with the Shawanti has been an enlightening of how interesting religious stuff can be. I'd love to learn. I know there's a skill in just saying nothing and everything, right?
Thinking about how she responds to that. Where to begin? Well, what can I even say? It mostly has to do with this guy who wasn't too great. Trying to figure out what to do about it. There's some stuff that we gotta find. Yeah, it's mostly holy relics and, endless quests.
Sounds exciting. I'm sure that it'll take you to incredible places when you get out of this city.
Incredible's putting it one way. I'm sure it'll be quite interesting.
Oh, why? Like, if it's any place like this, CL seems to have incredible taste in inns, and I'm sure that you'd be welcomed in any city that you walk into.
Oh, it's nothing like this place. It's a bit more of like a cursed castle.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean Castle? And this is
Scarwall.
Castle Scarwall.
Yeah.
Oh, you. Her eyes flutter for a moment.
In the Department of Cursed Castles, there's only so many, and there's only so many that you could go to nearby.
True. Yeah. Supposedly, there's something there that might help us out. But like I said, the place is supposed to be cursed.
Super cursed, and like, well, if you're talking, you're muted.
Nope.
I guess we could say no here. I always forget.
How about?
There we go.
There you are. We found you.
We can hear you.
I forgot what I was saying because I got distracted by the thing not working.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Out Scarwall.
Yes, we were discussing Scarwall. She said that what she's looking for something that might be there.
Oh, she just seemed to be apprehensive about not being able to deal with the cursed castle, and that seemed surprising to me. I think I was expressing some of that surprise in almost disdainning manner.
Do you out loud as Blackjack or?
Yes.
Oh well, I mean it's not the curse, so to speak. It's it's more that I don't know how to handle. It's something I've just got to sort out, I guess. But I mean, that's enough about my investigation. What about yours? You told me about how you did a bunch of cool trials and stuff. What was all that for? Just learning?
Well, just learning, but it was through those trials that we learned about that same haunted castle. It kind of seems that we are coming at this problem from different ends, but ending up pointing in the same place.
Oh, you're looking for the castle too? Huh.
I think the bigger question that I have is what exactly do you intend to do with what you would find in the castle?
Well, that's a good question. She almost is like not listening to your question. she's clearly like thinking about something. Are we after the same thing? She says, kind of getting like leaning towards the table and getting a little bit quieter.
Felix would lean in and similarly say, "That's what I'm trying to figure out."
She makes a motion with her fingers, like little fangs coming out of her mouth.
Felix nods.
Oh, that's great then. Why don't we just work together?
It would be a lot easier than all of this dancing around we've done.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess if you already know about it, there's no point keeping it a secret. So, wait. You think the fangs are there?
Not there. I think whatever defeated the fangs was there.
Oh, yes. The magic sword, right?
Yeah. But it still brings me back to the question, presuming that we could get there, get out, and not be all dead at the end, what do you intend to do with it?
Oh, kill the queen.
Hell yeah. Let's go. That's great. Regan does say that. Regan's just like, hell yeah. Kill the queen.
That's the only way to get the fangs back, so you gotta do something.
Fangs back, you say?
Oh, yeah, they're an ancient artifact, very sacred to the church.
See. And you don't think that the fangs might be harmed in any way by killing the queen?
I doubt it, but even if they were... She shrugs. It's more that we reclaim it and make sure it's put in a safe place where it can't really do any harm.
Does Felix believe that statement, and doing no harm thing? Like, their motive for why they want to bring the artifact to somewhere is very
Define
important.
harm.
Right? Yeah.
You get the sense that she's being genuine about that. She doesn't seem like she wants to hurt anybody.
Just seems like she wants to hurt herself.
And she'll add to that, to tell you the truth, Big Z wants us to get him back. He's pretty upset with Kazavon.
Oh.
For anything in particular, or just sort of the last couple 100 years of, messing with Galarian?
Oh, it's more what he did 700 years ago. Kazavon sent him to go help out with the silly war they were fighting, and... Zonkuthan sent Kazavon out to help with that silly war they were fighting, and then he took over the castle, caused a bunch of problems, painted a big target on the church's back. Ugh. So, Big Z wants to, dish out a little punishment.
Does he want to resurrect him so that he can hurt him?
Oh, no. I don't think we want to resurrect him at all.
Okay.
If I were to guess, he's probably got some really cool torture in mind.
This tracks with everything that I know about Lori and the Zonkuthan Ians. And it's just hilarious. I think that the majority of my suspicion, at least, has been settled in that, yeah, we can work together on this. We seem to want the same outcome. At least according to how much I believe this conversation. Well, you seem to be less convinced.
It's less about being convinced and more just like I don't know how much we can trust somebody, even though she's being so upfront about her motives. That just makes me more suspicious of the motives that she's not being upfront about.
Or even like maybe we can trust her, but you can't trust whoever's above her.
Right.
Oh,
I don't know
granted,
who Ciel is.
Yeah.
I don't trust Zon-Kuthon on principle for reasons. I'm sorry.
Mr. Z.
Mr.
Is it something you said out loud?
Over there. No, this is. I
Okay.
thought that was just somebody was asking me why my expression was what it was.
I was asking Will, yes, because you seem.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I just wanted to clarify that wasn't an in character comment.
No, I think Blackjack right now is just processing whether or not this person is genuinely trustworthy. She seems upfront. Is there any indication that she is telling us a lie of any kind?
No, I don't think so. Her demeanor has definitely changed, and she's gone from being like really cagey and obviously hiding something to seemingly not hiding anything at all, and perhaps over speaking. So, like, our plan was to go to Scarwall ourselves, figure out how to get the sword back, but Ciel was worried that we wouldn't have any way of, handling or using it. His theory is that it's probably some kind of weird magical thing that Mandravis specifically attuned to, fight the power of Zon-Kuthon, and, well, if we're Kuthonites, it probably wouldn't do so well in our hands.
Ah.
That's fair. And like,
I suppose that's how magic can work.
I think we're interested in acquiring it mostly for the killing the queen part.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens thereafter, I haven't really filled in those blanks. So I think that if working together is something that would interest you and Ciel, that might be something that we could do. But we have a couple of side trips we have to take first.
So. I have to check with Ciel, and I can probably go get him if you're interested in talking to him. But that seems way better than any other plan that we've had so far. And like I said, I don't really care what happens specifically to the queen, but I'm willing to help if that gets us the crown back, or sorry, the fangs back.
I think we can continue to talk about working together. Why don't you go get Ciel and we can figure this out?
Sure thing. I'll be back in a jiff.
Okay.
And she will get up from her meal. I'm assuming it's probably the main course by now. But she'll get up from her meal and head upstairs, leaving you at the table for a moment.
Owie wow. What a treat.
I was always a little bit curious about Laurie's motivations, and like Zon-Kuthon as a misbehaving underling was not the thought I had in my head.
Well, I'm just happy she doesn't want to bring him back.
Yeah, I am grateful for that. It doesn't seem like that's the goal. I don't know.
Do I actually can I consider what you could torture? Like, if it's just like a piece of his soul, would they just be torturing that one piece, or would they need all of them? Because if you're not resurrecting him, how would you do that?
So resurrection would bring him to this plane. If Zon-Kuthon himself wants to torture Kazavon, then he would need pieces of his soul to torture.
Okay.
So they're probably like using the artifact to give the soul to Zon-Kuthon. Possibly transferring it to Zon-Kuthon's domain. I forget which domain he has. But it's one of the hells, probably.
Okay.
But it's a conceivable thing that could happen and would not involve
Yes.
resurrecting him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that we would give much of a care of what happens after we manage to disambiguate the queen and Kazavon. Torture his soul for an eternity. It seems like as good an outcome as any.
Yeah. Ain't my soul. I don't gotta worry about it.
Couldn't have happened to a better guy. That's what I like to say.
And of course presumes that Cial's telling Laurie the truth. Like, Laurie seems to believe what she's saying, but that doesn't mean that.
I swear if Cial is like some weird person we've met before, I'm gonna scream.
It's actually Tuggins. No, it's Tuggins. He's been behind it all the entire time.
Oh, right. Zon-Kuthon's in the Shadow Plane, aka the Netherworld. It's like a alternate universe that's between the universe and the void. It kind of sits on top of it. It's kind of like the ethereal realm, etc. It's a weird backwards place where the shadows go.
And Zon, or whatever his name is.
Kazavon?
Kazavon, that's it. I started with a Z and then my brain went blank. I was like, damn it, it's not Zon-Kuthon.
There are so many names that are just weird noises you have to remember how to make.
It's like Kazavon. That's every name. It's a weird noise. You have to remember how to make.
Yeah.
True. Okay. After a few minutes then, Lowry would re-enter the room, trailed by a gray-haired man, who himself is trailed by a dark-skinned, dark, charcoal dark. Maybe not charcoal, like a grayish dark skinned woman with golden eyes and red hair. She is being led behind him with a chain, and she herself is just wrapped in chains. So you hear the chains jingling as they walk into the room. And I can show you what this pair looks like. Where did they go? Here. This is what this pair looks like. The man is wearing like a very light-looking chain shirt, red robes underneath, like a red scarf or bandana around his neck, and the woman is entirely naked except for the chains, which are covering all of her private bits, I suppose, but she's just kind of following quietly. And as he steps into the room, he nods. Greetings. I'm told that you are potentially interested in joining us in our venture. He takes a seat at the table, and the woman kind of stands behind him.
Hello, and yes, in discussion, Laurie and us all, I think, figured out that we appear to be working towards the same goal, and we figured it might be a little easier to work together than apart.
Yes, it does seem that way. As it sounds like Laurie has explained, we had planned to go to the castle ourselves and find some way to perhaps suppress the powers of the sword so that we might find someone who might wield it for us. But if you're already working on that, then I see no reason to suppress the sword's magic. We'll gladly help you in this endeavor, should you have us.
I think we'd appreciate the help. The challenge of just getting to the sword through the castle seems daunting for just the degree of haunted that place is going to be, and the surprises that we will no doubt find within.
Yes, I'm not sure exactly what sorts of threats we will face there, but I've heard tell of many undead wandering the halls.
It's more than what we've managed to glean, and we'll try and be prepared for the worst that we could plan for. But before we head out, we do have a couple of things to take care of.
Such as?
We've gotten word that the situation in Korvosa has sadly gotten a little bit more chaotic, as if that were possible. And Regan, of course, needs to make it back in time for exams.
No, the Breaching Festival.
Oh, the
exam.
Forgive me, the Breaching Festival.
How could you forget Breaching Festival?
It's like your capstone project, right?
No, it's like a contest, I think.
Okay. Either way, we still need to make it back in time.
Oh, the Breaching Festival. Yes, I've heard of it before. When I was in Korvosa for a brief time. That certainly sounds amusing. Well, if you won't be ready right away, I suppose we could join you in Korvosa for a time.
Oh, boy.
And I imagine that assailing Castle Scarwall may be a bit of an extended effort. We'll need a base of operations. Are you already established well in Korvosa?
Yes, we're established pretty well in Korvosa. However, making it all the way north to Castle Scarwall will be a journey. We may need a closer place to operate out of, and it's even far from here.
Closer? Why? He seems a bit confused.
Forgive me, maybe I'm...
I suppose if you are unaccustomed to sorts of magics that could get you there quickly, it might take some time. Perhaps that would be a bit awkward then. I was going to suggest that we use Korvosa as a operating base to make our excursions from there, but... well, why don't we all just go together then? Lowry says cheerily. Cial narrows his eyes. Together, I don't think we would want to impose on these fine people. No, but it's no problem. I could just, cast the spell. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Whoosh indeed. Am I wrong for thinking Castle Scarwall is a really far distance away?
Yes.
Me
yes. You know that Castle Scarwall is far away. Where's the map? Where's the map?
This was me. I was remembering a look at the map, and
I think they're just talking about magic to get you there faster.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me.
Felix continues to keep his mouth shut and let this moment play out.
Yeah,
on the map, Korvosa is all the way down here on Conqueror's Bay. You're up here in Kaer Maga, an equal distance from there is like the House of the Moon.
Yeah.
And then maybe that entire distance from Korvosa to House of the Moon is how long it would take to get to Castle Scarwall, which I can barely reach on the map here. It's all the way up in the northeast corner.
Bit of a trek, which is why I was thinking the teleport would be super nice to have. So if
They
they've
might
got a
have
way
it.
for us to get around.
Yeah, I'm happy to accept help from folks and use Korvosa as a base of operations. And if you have magic that can help close the travel gap and all of that, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah, using the Shadow Realm, it's no snap, no problem. Not a snap. Snap.
Snip, snip.
She thinks a moment. But if we're going to be doing that, you'll be casting the spell. Lowry, I do not wish to use all of my spells on just a transit. Oh yeah, no problem. I'm pretty good at casting lots of stuff. Fine. That's fine. Then, if you're all amenable to it, we will just need to find a nice little place to stay in Korvosa, I suppose.
As it so happens, our base of operations is my inn. You'd be more than welcome to stay there for duration.
Oh. That's curious. Very well, I will accept the invitation.
Probably expand your base of operations at some point here, but when things have died down.
Indeed, we're getting to a place where operating as an inn might be a misnomer when you use all of the available rooms for the people who stay there. At least the bar still works.
That's true. That seems important.
Oh, yeah, you didn't tell me that you had an inn. That sounds nice. I want to see. Lowry, please. Do not bother these people. Cial seems a bit annoyed every time Lowry speaks up. The chained woman puts her hand on Cial's shoulder and he like waves her off. And she just kind of nods and steps back again. Well, it looks like we're a team then. Please do not hesitate to lean on us for any matters that you might need.
Thank you.
So, when do you guys want to go back?
Well, probably after we finish this meal. If you can snap your fingers and put us there, it does save a lot of headache.
Did you want to shop?
I did. I'm also cognizant of the fact that we left the cart in shoot, where was it? Hearse. Yes. Hearse.
They're all fine and safe.
Hairs.
No, you are correct. They're all safe there. I don't think there's anything particularly special in the cart. I don't know.
Oh, well, if you need to get shopping done, that's no problem. Lowry says as she finishes her cake. I'll probably need a sec to pack up all my stuff anyway. So just meet us at the inn when you're done.
Will do.
Do you think the flesh block has been picked clean?
Oh, Lowry blinks. Cial chimes in. Oh, you mean the slavery market? I imagine all of the slaves are freed by this point.
Ah, good. God,
Or
I swear
dead,
there was a
I suppose.
place. I swear there's a place here to buy necromancy stuff, and I thought it was that, and it wasn't that. and now I need another place to do it. Do you happen to know that place?
Yes, I do believe I've seen a few different shops selling necromantic accoutrements. I'll put the down market shops near you here. Were you wanting something that's listed in the shop, or are you trying to find something else?
Oh no, I'm just looking.
Okay.
I'm always looking for scrolls. Is very paramount, but
I had some scroll wand things that I wanted that I did not find in the list. That I wanted to see if Kaer Maga had available in it in whatever form.
Okay. Well, if you're wanting to split up, Lowry's gonna go pack. Cial doesn't mind showing you around and taking you to some of the stalls that he's aware of. So if you want to gather information on something, so I'm going to say that dinner went like an hour, or lunch, maybe 2 hours. It's 1:10. You can spend 2 hours gathering information to try to find a source for something, and then roll a secret diplomacy check. But yeah, tell me what you're looking for first.
For me, I think it's wands / scrolls of things. So I'm like looking for an occultishly themed spell shop that might have things like variable gravity or see the unseen or talking corpse.
yes.
Okay. I guess pick one of those and give me a roll.
I think of the three, I would want see the unseen the most.
Okay.
If they happen to have the others, that would just be nice. But here is that diplomacy check.
Yeah, you were looking for a scroll or a wand of this?
A wand if they have it, a scroll if they don't.
Yes, they do have a wand available. I'll throw it in the shop. Let's see, they definitely have the second rank wand. Let me see if they have the, what's the other one? 5th rank?
5th rank is when it gets to 8 hours, which would be the nice version.
Here's my table of the wand ranks. There we go. All the 5th rank wands. Oh, what? Sorry, my necklace is being weird. Let's just click on this. There we go. 5th rank wands. Yes, you are able to find a 5th rank wand available. Let's see the unseen. Go in there. There we go. Wand, 5th rank. Okay. I have added that wand to the list, and that would take 2 hours. So fine.
Happy to have bought it.
I'll let other people search for stuff too.
Yeah.
Blackjack or Regan, are you looking for anything off list?
Look at my list. It's all gonna be scrolls for me if I have any. Just to get up my sheet.
And I would be hunting for greater obsidian goggles.
Greater obsidian goggles. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll diplomacy, or if you've got some other way to gather information.
Should be fine. Question matters.
Yep, you are able to find a shop that sells the obsidian goggles in the greater format.
And
That is the level 12 or level 11 version. Gives you a +2 item bonus to perception checks involving sight, and as an action once per day, you can cast dark vision, or any number of times per day. You can cast dark vision.
So I can basically have it on at all times if I want.
What's the difference to the regular ones only last an hour at a time, and are only once per day, and only a +1 bonus. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're digging around in various strange shops until you eventually find a pair of lenses that you can grab. Regan.
I have a small list. Oh, and I'm not gonna have enough money for it, but some of them I think are uncommon.
So you have something that makes gather information take half as long, so you can do 2 searches.
2 searches. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. 'Cause I have a short list. I would like to try and find a scroll of true sight, which is a 6th level spell.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check for that one.
Da, 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 da. 30.
Here's my. That should be blind, but
Oh, my bad.
that is yes, that is a success. That is a common spell. Yep. Okay. So I'll throw True Sight, rank 6 scroll into the list. And then you can search for one more thing.
Yeah, Bound in Death, which is an uncommon 6th.
Bound in Death. Oh, interesting. Let's see where this is from.
Yeah, and if not this one, I have more.
Yeah, so I think this is a valid thing that you can search for. Sure. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Alright. E. Question.
That one you are not able to find.
Alright.
You dig around everywhere, looking for just kind of like weirder necromancy spells,
stuff.
and nothing really fits that description.
It's okay.
All right. Are you guys continuing to shop around? It's currently 3 p.m.
Yeah. Does anyone have 100 gold to lend to me?
Yes.
Yes, I think we can both lend you some money if you need some pocket money.
Yeah, I just need 100. I have no idea where all my money went. I think I just bought stuff. Scrolls get expensive eventually.
I am just trying to figure out the buttons to press to send you money.
Money. Ooh.
There you go. Have some money.
Thank you. All right, perfect. Now I will buy with my money.
Don't go spending it all in one place.
And it's all
Yeah,
spent.
far less. Yeah. It's mostly spent Alright, wand of
She just hands it, takes it from you, like pour the coins into her hand, and then she immediately drops them on the counter.
Alright. I have fun stuff to learn later.
Alright.
I guess my remaining question is, how long does it take to get a rune affixed? Like, should I just get that done when we get to Korvosa, if it's going to be an overnight thing?
Yeah, so it would typically be an overnight thing.
Okay. I feel like that then I won't do here, because we're trying to get the heck out of Dodge. Is item identification also a lengthy affair? Because the last thing I have is a bunch of unknown items.
Nope. You could go pay for some appraisal if you wish.
I wish. I have a number of unknown items that I would like to get appraised.
All right. Let's see what you've got.
All at the bottom of the spacious pouch. All of the unknown ones.
Okay. One of these is, I will just combine it because they're the same thing.
Yeah, 2 unusual substances.
Yeah,
a
that's
weird
actually one unusual substance.
Weird grasshopper pin. A horn that I've gone back and forth about and I'm back onto, probably magical.
These two, where's the horn? Horn. Oh, there it is. It's right next to it.
And the
do you want
crossbow.
the belt identified as well?
Yes. I'm trying to put them all together.
Oh, I see. Okay. And the crossbow. Let's see.
This is more time efficient than me trying to do it myself and failing. I'll just pay gold.
Sure. They'll charge you 50 gold to ID all of these, but they can do it in like 20 minutes or so.
That works for me. Happy to pay it.
Okay. So the first item is the red liquid in the vial. There we go. That is Breath of the Mantis God. You've got 6 of those. These are a type of poison brewed by the red mantis that can interfere with resurrection. It's a special type of poison that stops you from being resurrected if you die while affected by it, I think.
Ow.
I don't feel like reading all of that right now, but
yeah, it looks mean.
It does something like that. It also does bleed damage after you've ingested it. Oh, it's an inhaled poison, right? It's not a liquid. It's actually a gas inside a vial. The next item is
a belt.
A belt. This you also got off of a red mantis, and that is a killer's belt. Grants +2 item bonus to intimidation checks, and has the bleeding rubies action. You can do it once per day. You have to have a free hand, and your last action had to be to deal damage with a spell or a strike or a spell attack roll. And it adds bleed damage to whatever you just did. Let's see. The horn is in fact magical. Yes. That is a horn of blasting. Kind of does what it says it does. It does sonic damage when you blow it. And when you play through it, you get a +2 item bonus to your performance check. The grasshopper pin is a type of talisman. It is the Greater Emerald Grasshopper. When you activate it, so you affix it to your armor, and it's a consumable. You can just use it up with an action. When you activate it, you make a leap, traveling up to 100 feet horizontally and up to 30 feet vertically. And then you can continue jumping for the rest of your turn. So you can jump up to 3 times if you activate. Yeah. If you activate it, you get 1 leap, and then you can do 2 more leaps in the turn.
Very cool.
That's that. And the last one is the giant repeating crossbow, or large. It's just a regular size. A heavy repeating crossbow, which has the text "Vindicator" written on the side carved into the side with like a etching, a whittling pipe.
It's been whittled into it with a pocket
Yes.
knife or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, this is the Vindicator, which is the Cinderlander's signature weapon. It is, let's see, it has some rune. It's a specific magical weapon, so it's got some runes built into it. Greater Bloodbane against the Shawanti, so it does extra damage to Shawanti specifically. Maybe not super useful for you. And it's got the Cunning rune built in as well. I forget what the Cunning rune is. Oh, when you hit someone with it, you can use a free action once a minute to recall knowledge against them. And if the attack was a crit, you get a +2 circumstance bonus. So you can combine an attack and a recall knowledge together. And it's also got this Screaming Souls ability. You can activate it and with an action, and the next shot that you make with the Vindicator also fires Screaming Souls that forces the target to make a will save or be frightened with some various effects.
Just
on failure
terrifying.
on failure and crit failure, they are frightened, and they can't reduce the frightened until they spend an action with the concentrate trait to calm themselves down. So very spooky.
Very spooky.
And and it's got a band attached to it, so it can be used in melee. And there you go. All the lingering items identified.
Thank you.
Okie doke. Anything else?
Not from me.
No, not from me right now.
I think I'm good.
All right. Then you regroup with Lowry. She's cheerfully waiting for you outside. She's got a backpack slung over her back. It's a black leather bag with a bunch of spikes all around the edges. Cial, for his part, is a lot more subdued. He's got just like a brown leather messenger bag with some dangling chains here and there. He's a very jingly guy. And at some point, you probably would have heard him mention the name of the woman who is following him around. He has referred to her as Asyra, Asyra. But she's relatively soft-spoken and seems to only just kind of like whisper at him a little bit. You've mostly seen her like slightly reassure him at times, or seemingly chide him for actions, but she's very, very quiet. You haven't heard anything she said.
SYCRA?
ASY.
ASY.
RA. Zero. Well, Lowry, it looks like you're ready. Yep. Let's just walk over here into a bit more of the street, and I can get us out of here.
Excited.
I guess there's a lot of us. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The little guy too. great. Perfect. Not too many, not too few. Let's go. And she will pull out a small dagger and use it to like prick the palm of her hand. Ooh. She kind of winces, but in pleasure? Question mark. And a burst of shadow, like purplish shadowy clouds, flow out from her palm, spread and encircle the party. As she casts... Oh, that's not her character sheet. Where'd it go? Umbral Journey. So you all turn... you all kind of phase out of this plane and into the Netherworld. We'll go back to the world map. And every hour you can cover as much ground as you would normally cover in 3 days.
Whee!
So, you're here at like, I'll say it's like 4 by the time you're all ready to go. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you got the map. So after 1 hour, you're just past Sirathu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After a second hour... Oh, sorry. That's each hour you cover 3 days. Sorry. Whoops.
So 45 minutes.
45 minutes in. You're south of Absked. You just passed over the Yondabakare River. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, at the end of the hour, you're almost at the Blackbird Ranch. Are you intending on trying to stop there, or are you just passing by?
Does anyone care about the cart enough to stop here and get it, or should we just keep going?
I think we're good to keep going.
Yeah,
okay.
Keep going.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another the third of an hour gets you past Harse. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another third of an hour gets you flying by the Trot Inn, or speeding by the Trot Inn. And by the end of the hour, you are just outside of Korvosa. The landmarks you pass are kind of just vague shapes. But once you exit the shadows of the spell, you find yourselves just outside the city at the North Hill. So back to our Korvosa map, which we haven't been in a while.
Woo.
I don't know where I left you. Oh, I left you all the way down here last time. Oh, you were so young back then.
Yes.
Baby.
Just babies.
All those people, no cart. You do have horses, but I'm not going to bother putting them here. Oh, you do have shields from flame, and you have Trinia. And you've got your new bestest friends. Ciel, Sierra, and the other one, Lowry. Okay. Okay, but you're not here. You're instead all the way up at the north side of town. You'll get there eventually. There we go. Whee! Okay. Yeah, you phase out of the Shadow Realm, not like right on the road, but like a little bit north of the road on a hill that's looking down towards the city. The bay is filled with boats. Many of them are what probably used to be Sable Company ships that are now flying a modified Korvosan standard, probably operated by Grey Maidens, you would suspect. And there's also a number of ships that look a bit nicer and are probably merchant ships, which have also been seemingly commandeered and are now being used by the Grey Maidens. Oh, we're here! Yay! Oh, oop, I should probably have gotten us a little bit further inside, huh?
Would have made this a little easier.
Just give us a chance to see what all has happened to the city. Does old Korvosa still look like it's besieged and cut off from the mainland?
It does look like there is still a blockade around it. The ships are all surrounding it. If you start to make your way towards the road and around to the east, you can eventually see that the main shore bridge, at least, is still standing. But all of the bridges that the smaller bridges across the Narrows are all still destroyed. They fell into the Narrows, and no one has had time to rebuild them, or has even tried.
At a glance, are there any other differences in the city as we approach?
As you pass through the Trails End district, which is largely like Parisians who can't afford to live in the city, you see it's very quiet. It is relative. It's like 6 p.m., so it's evening time, but you would expect there to be lots of kids playing, people outside. There's barely anyone out. Either people have fled or they're staying indoors and avoiding being seen. Oh, it's kind of quiet, isn't it?
It's too quiet.
Yeah.
Normally there'd be people running around even at this time of the evening. Something in the tone feels off. I think we'll continue south, but try and keep a low profile. Maybe take some of the back roads instead of staying on the main road when we can help it.
Unfortunately, there's kind of only one road.
Yeah, I
to
said
the
that
south,
and then
around the town.
I said that and then I looked and I'm like, well, so much for that idea.
You could certainly kind of like cut through Trails End a little bit, walk through some of the houses, but eventually you will reach the open road here.
Yeah, we'll continue on down to Northgate.
Just walking as a group. As you get closer, you can see there are a number of Grey Maidens standing outside Northgate. And also, you can kind of like approach here and sort of see through the trees, peeking out towards Northgate. And yeah, there's a whole squadron of them.
Is the gate
They're all blocking
closed
the bridge
right now?
Yes, the gate is closed.
Makes for an awkward entry.
Yeah.
There's the south gate we could try.
Part of me wants to try to make an approach to at least see what happens. It could just be what they're deciding to do to keep the North Gate secure these days. I don't know. Yeah. What do you want to do? You want to go for the South Gate or give this thing a shot?
I mean, I'm skeptical that it would go well for you to put yourself out there like that, but I'll have your back. You just
You
may take an
are
arrow or
you
two
still
first.
dressed as Blackjack?
As of right now, yes.
Oh dear. I don't know if that's the best idea. Unfortunately.
Yeah, you might take the nearest phone booth or something to make a more discreet entrance.
Oh, I was just going to go invisible if you're going to sneak in, but
Oh, that's good.
if we're going to get into a fight with these people, they're not going to report this to anybody.
Yeah, I was just making sure, like, you shouldn't just walk up.
No, my
that'll-
plan
yeah,
was
that
not to
will-
walk up. My plan was to defend Felix if need be.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good plan.
How do I put this? Are they guards that are like on boring guard duty, or are they prepped for action?
They are standing at attention, clearly like on alert, or at least like they seem very disciplined, kind of like what do you call them? The beef eaters, the Royal Guard, the British Royal Guard.
They're taking their current job very seriously.
Yes.
Okay.
They've got like a couple by the gate itself. They've got a few that are doing kind of patrols back and forth in front of them. Yeah, they're very they don't look particularly lax.
Well, I'll put up my hood at minimum, my cloak, so that I seem boring.
Yeah, I think the move would be those who choose to be invisible should be invisible. And we are Korvosan citizens coming home, which is the honest truth.
Oh, and Trinia's here. Like, we have a whole bunch of people who should be here.
Yeah, so
Oh.
Trini can make some people
Oh, the shared
invisible.
invisibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trini would offer that she has shared invisibility at 3rd rank. She can at least get people invisible for 10 minutes. We just need a distraction or something. Someone needs to get them to open the gate. I see you must all be well known here. See all
poor guy.
says. Perhaps I can serve as the distraction then.
Ooh. How exciting.
What did you have in mind? We'll wait for your signal.
I suppose I am merely a humble merchant, here to peddle some wares.
Good
That
work.
might get them to open up. We shall have to see.
Hired us to help you safely get to the city.
Once the gate is open, I'll have Asira make a sound to distract them in the southern bushes. That should be your cue to hopefully charge across.
All right.
Fair enough.
Dismiss, he says in a sort of monotone voice, and Asira disappears.
Yeah.
Her chains lightly echoing as she fades away. Asira, I call you, he whispers, and across the way, Asira reappears. And she slips
Got
into
that
the bushes.
summoner powers. Damn.
Yes, you may now recognize that this must be an Eidolon, and he is probably a summoner.
Ooh, how fun.
Lowry, why don't you accompany me?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
And the two of them will walk out to the path here and then casually walk forward. You hear the guards halt them. They come forward to do some inspections. They're like looking through their packs, patting them over. Eventually, one of the Grey Maidens signals to one of the towers. The gate starts to open. And they'll move aside and allow Lowry and Cial to start moving through. And before the bridge, like just a little bit after they're through, there is a sound of it, like a tree suddenly falls over. The guards
Go ahead.
see and hear this and start to run. Some of them start to run in that direction. The other guards kind of like move over to look at what's going on.
Oh, right.
Yep, Trinia will cast Shared Invisibility.
That would be our cue.
We'll go for it.
Give me stealth checks.
Yeah.
Blackjack roll secretly.
Okay.
Versus perception DC. Okay, you all rush through. One of the guards kind of turns and looks behind them and kind of walks over to the bridge to look and just sees Cial and Lowry walking away. Huh. Must have been the wind. And distraction successful.
Hey.
All right.
You make your way across the bridge somewhat briskly to the other side. And Cial, the Grey Maidens here at the bridge call down, ask business, confirm, they open the gate, and you all slip invisibly with them through. Once you're inside, you can see there are Grey Maidens everywhere. Well, squads of Grey Maidens are patrolling the streets.
Ooh.
Well, it seems like the Queen has made some changes since I was here last.
Yeah, this is nothing like old Korvosa. Where are we going exactly?
She says to the air.
Very quietly, I'll try and guide them down towards the script and scrimshaw. We'll take a turn at the Bank of Abadar and head down the main road through.
Wait a sec.
Trinia will say,
Let's duck into an alley real quick so I can recast this.
Of course.
and you'll all walk into an alley. She'll dismiss the shared invisibility and cast it a second time. Oop. And as a group, you slip past more guards. I'm sorry, are you just going straight to the script and scrimshaw?
Yeah. I would stay taking the least conspicuous approach, but it seems like there's guards at every corner, so there may not be a lot of options here.
Yeah, some of the smaller side streets might not have a guard down them immediately, but you are able to slip through and continue sneaking. Eventually, Trinia will have to pull you into another alley to cast her last shared invisibility, and hope that will get you the rest of the way. Where is it?
I know it's been so long.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you. Excellent. I was looking like way off to the left. Okay, yeah, you return to the script and scrimshaw's exterior. Felix, you can see that the door is broken.
A thief.
Broken closed or broken open?
It is broken. It's like the you have double doors at the front.
Yeah.
They've clearly like broken the handles and knocked a door off the hinges a bit. So they're both the doors are still connected and semi-closed, but it's like slightly ajar.
I'll sigh. This neighborhood's obviously gone to hell. And kind of shoulder the door open.
Well, inside, things look fine. Same script and scrimshaw you've always known.
Really?
But somebody's clearly been here.
Can I find any evidence of anything disturbed? Like up in my office maybe? Or some of the other like storage areas of the script and scrimshaw?
Yeah, you make your way upstairs and into the office. You might check the storage first.
Yeah.
You see some crates opened. You see your storage boxes open. Let me see.
I emptied the place out pretty good, so.
Yeah, let me double check.
Took the mead.
Yeah, they don't. Whoever broke in doesn't seem to have taken any of the keys that are lying around. When you go upstairs, you can see that some of your office is a little bit in disarray. Someone's clearly went through some of the paperwork that you've had in here. But
Oh no,
nothing seems... Nothing seems to actually be missing, though.
Interesting. I'm still suspicious, but I'm happy to be home. Go poke around the place more later. I'll help everyone else settle in, and then maybe spend some time trying to fix the door.
Yeah, okay. So you start to get everybody in to start settling in. That happened right away. Sorry, I have to think about how I want to do something.
It's okay. This is the one-time mending might actually be useful.
Oh yeah, you got mending, sure. You can cast mending a couple of times to get the doors back into working order. Trinio will... Does she have Presto? Yeah, she's got Presto. She would go around using Presto to dust the place. It's been like a month since you were here. Shields from Flame would, help put back any documents or close any open boxes. And Cial and Lowry would just kind of chill here. At some point he would have unsummoned and resummoned his friend. All right. Unless you guys had anything you immediately wanted to do right now, I think that's probably a good point to stop. I don't have a cliffhanger for you, but you've returned to the Script and Scrimshaw. Things are a little tense in the city, but otherwise the place is looking okay. We'll see you next time. Hitting the microphone. As we see what's been going on in the city since the party's been gone. Yeah, that'll be next week, and the week after that, hopefully, should I announce it, or is it cursed? Is it cursed to announce it? I'll say it's fine. I'll announce it next week. We have a special announcement next week.
Yeah. Sure.
That may happen. Hopefully, I hope it'll happen.
Should happen.
Yeah, should happen. Hopefully, nothing will go wrong. I've got some of the pieces to it. It's getting set up. Things are happening. Things are moving. So we'll see. We'll see. Join us next week, and I'll say what it is, and then hopefully the next week it'll actually work. Yay!
Woo.
This has been your lovely neighborhood third action. Peace out. Bye.